Happy Monday! I'm sure everybody loves that voice. Okay, so I don't have anything planned today other than watching loads of Grey's Anatomy because I just love Ellen Pompeo. I think that's how you say her name. Oh, and Sandra Oh. I adore her. I think that's the only reason I watch Under the Tuscan Sun. Oh, last night was a bit weird. Caught somebody peering through my window from the roof next door. That wasn't fun. That was like really scary. I didn't wake up my husband because I heard them like leave as soon as I moved. Because I was wide awake. I was watching Sex and the City in the bedroom. And they were just like peering through my window. So that's safe. My eye's watering as well, so forgive me. Or forgive my eye anyway. As you can see, it's a bit red because I've got a little bit of allergies going on. Story of my life. I thought once I left Oklahoma I'd stop getting so many allergies. But it's just like, ugh. If I was crying, it'd be both eyes. But it's, ugh. Do the pat down. Do the pat down. Anywho. My cats are being lazy again today. I think that's just going to be the story of their life. Tomorrow I'm going to go see David Cage at the BAFTAs. I don't think I'm actually going to personally meet him, but I'm going to a talk, I guess, which is going to be really cool because, first off, I've never been to the BAFTAs, and second, how cool is that? Like, to get to meet somebody that has, you know, had a little bit of influence on your life. I know that sounds really strange, but Heavy Rain was very, very good. I mean, to me, because I'm not as much of a gamer as my husband, but to me, that game was like, oh my gosh, because you got to choose, if you will, the destiny of people. You know, you got to change the script, if you will. You got to be interactive, and that's, to me, what the future video games are. And I am so excited about Beyond Two Souls because there's been so much like amp up. Anyways, there's been so much amp up to that game that it better be good. It really better be good, because if not, whatever. I'll just be like, no. Burnt finger update. Seems a lot better. The skin's starting to grow back. It's disgusting. I've stopped wearing a bandage on it because I just did. You know, I've not been getting very great sleep lately. Not completely sure why, other than the fact that I have noisy neighbors upstairs, which I'm sure once school starts again they won't be as noisy. But I've just not been getting very good sleep, and when I do sleep, it's not like I have really bad dreams. Not nightmares, not that bad, but I have bad dreams. What else? I cooked last night and I didn't like it very much, so that was a fail. I don't have to cook tonight because the husband is working until late, so that's okay. So I'd like to say hello to a few people, as if this is an award ceremony. A little shout out. I've been thinking about my friend Ashley a lot lately. I really don't know why. It's probably because I never check Facebook. That is the worst place to get in touch with me. And I've got a lot of people banned from looking at my Facebook just because I get in such a bitchy mood. Sometimes I'm like, I don't need you. I don't need you. But anyway, my friend Ashley, I saw a picture of her the other day and she looks absolutely stunning. She is so lovely. she's been my best friend since I was 14. I've had 2 best friends, 3 best friends. The only 3 friends I had in Oklahoma, really. But she had such an impact on my life, and she will forever be the person that, you know, helped with my my love life, if you will. We didn't like go out with each other, but I would always talk to her and my friend Ryan about Luke, who I'm married to now. And for me to talk about someone, I got a bit obsessive, and I was always talking about him. And then I was like, oh my god, what is wrong with me? What the hell is wrong with me? I've never talked this much about someone before that wasn't like, you know, Marlon Brando or something. And, you know, they were like, oh, you're in love. Like, what? Girl, no you don't. But, turns out I was in love. And those 2 really helped me see. I miss Ryan. He's such a sweetheart. God, if I could go back to being 15, I would be so much nicer to him then than I was when I was 18. Because when I was 15, I was going through a lot. 15 and 16 were really vital points in my life. A lot happened. I was put in the hospital for a week because I have bipolar, not borderline personality disorder, bipolar. Quite a few PhD doctors told me this. And it got pretty bad because there were some events that were happening in my life. Like, because I lived with my grandparents. They're basically like my parents. I'm not crying. Again, that's my eye. There were some things going on with them, and it just came at a bad time because my first boyfriend dumped me. My mom had got married, and I didn't know. Even though she had been with the man that she married since I was 2. Yeah, 2. And so many other things. And then things that had happened in the past. They all came and kind of crept up on me. So when I went to the hospital, it didn't talk very much. But when I did, I think the one time that I actually sat down and talked, and it wasn't to a therapist, when I talked and got my emotions out, it was somebody called Pamela Gordon, and I remember her very well. And we sat in there and talked, and what we talked about was like stuff I had never told anyone. The only people I've told were my grandparents, and I told my grandparents everything, like everything. Like, if I did something the day after or that day, I would tell them, because that's just how I was. They were like my best friends. And this girl, Pamela, she was just amazing. I'm not very spiritual, but I do believe that we were meant to meet each other, and not really the secrets of our lives that we told each other at that point in time. I mean, now that we're older, other people probably know, but at that point in time, I think we were destined to meet each other at that place, because it was a Catholic hospital, and neither of us were spiritual or religious, and it just felt good to talk to her. And when I did talk to the doctors about how I was feeling, not my emotions, like how I was actually feeling, like, oh, this medicine's starting to work or whatever, I've been on this medicine for 6 months, whatever, I didn't talk to them. I should have. I really should have. But when they told me I had manic depression, bipolar, it was kind of a relief in a way, because I just knew something was wrong. I knew, I can't just be happy 1 second, a mild happiness, and then another second I'm just like completely sad over absolutely nothing, or something that I'm thinking about, and then just like in a snap second, it's just I'm angry, or I'm sad, or I'm sad because I'm angry, and then something wasn't right there. I know people that have met me before didn't, I don't know. People that have met me have said that I'm a sweetheart or something like that. But I think people forget that I am human, and sometimes I'm just not nice. And when I say sometimes, I'm not talking about like every week or something. I'm talking about some days, half of the day I feel one way, and then the other couple of hours is another way, and then so on and so forth. It's like that. That is my life. I'm not going to be put on any other medications or anything for it, because I can handle it more than I used to be able to. That's probably one of the reasons, my husband and I moved, supposedly because I've had really bad mood swings, when actually I've had some pretty big events in my life come up in the past couple of months before we moved, and I felt that, I needed more support, and not just from my husband's family, but I needed more support from my husband as well. And I know I've spoken to him about this, and everything's fine now. But I needed more moral support than I was getting, because I was coming to a point in my life. It's 25 is kind of big. Not only was I turning 25, I was finishing college, and, it marks also marks the anniversary of when my grandma got sick. And, that's very big for me. And I think for the rest of my life, that point in time in my life, it's, every year, it's going to be a bit painful, because so much went on, and you can't really, sometimes you just can't give up that feeling, because you know that that's the only thing you have left, is that one feeling. And for me, it's sadness, and sadness overtakes me. And when I'm sad, I get angry. Because I'm sad, because I don't want to be sad, and I get so pissed off because I'm sad, and then I just cry, and then the crying is so I don't scream. And if I screamed and said what was on my mind, I think it would hurt a lot of people. And I don't want to hurt anyone, because I've hurt people in the past with, just my words, and I never want to do that again. No matter how much they hurt me, I don't want to hurt anyone like that. Like, I've said stuff to my mother. Anyways, I've said stuff to my mother that I can never take back. I mean, she said some stuff she can't take back, but I think I never blame my mom for the relationship, like, fully. I never blame her fully for our relationship, or lack thereof, because I am just as much to blame. And when I do something wrong, or I think I've done something wrong, I will take the blame. But if I've not done anything wrong, there's no reason for me to take the blame, and there's no reason for people to blame me for something that I did not do. There's so much behind the black curtain that you don't see in life, and I am honest, I'm open, and I think that's something that is different, because my husband isn't as open as I am. I think he's getting better at that. He expresses his feelings more than he used to, and I think that's because I kind of forced it out of him. But if he's feeling negative about someone, such an itchy nose. Anyways, if he's feeling negative about someone, he'll, not hesitate to say it. There's quite a few people at the moment he's not happy with. I mean, obviously I'm not going to say names, because that's him. If he wants to live and let live, fine. I don't happen to be that person. I can be the bigger person. But sometimes in life, you have to realize you've been the litter box long enough, and I'm tired of people taking a shit on me just because they're jealous or envious or something of relationships that I have, or people that I hang out with. I don't care what other people do. It's not like I'm stalking people and saying, oh, you cannot do this because I'm jealous. No, I can be a jealous person, but not over family members or friends, really. Yeah. I'm jealous that my brother has a house and I don't. I have an apartment. I love my apartment, though. That's about it. I don't even know if I'll put this online. It's a bit much. But then again, that's the purpose of this, because I want to get everything out, and I think it's a form of therapy.